Next up on the channel, Legacy Evolution, Magnificus, Generation Selects. On the way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I got it figured, back with another Transformers review. This time, Generation Selects, Magnificus. As soon as I saw that this figure was going to be available, I jumped on it immediately. I pre-ordered him, and he came up. You know, he was due in December. Because Christmas was coming up, I actually canceled the pre-order. I didn't get him. He's still available on Hasbro Pulse, and I knew he was still available. I was planning to buy one around now for my birthday, but I ran into him at GameStop. I went into GameStop just on my normal action figure kind of trip, and there was a lone Magnificus on the shelf. I said, well, I'm not leaving it here, so I got him. So we're going to look at Magnificus, look at the box, take him out, look at his accessories, compare him with Studio Series 86 Perceptor. I'll tell you a little bit about Magnificus, and we'll get out of here really quick with the final word. So let's get into the packaging. All right, so here's Magnificus package in the customary Generation Selects box. There's his little sticker from GameStop. The regular $24.99 price. Magnificus. I really love what they've done, you know, with this. He was technically the first Evolution figure. You got your plastic-free packaging now being called out on all packages for Transformers so far, anyway. And there you go. All right, we're gonna get him out and get him back on the turntable. So I don't normally, you know, show myself removing the figure from the plastic or packaging, but I thought I should call this out. They got kind of a cool thing going here with the shield on him to make sure it doesn't get damaged. It's pretty cool. See his little gun in there. So that's cool. When I yank him out, the entire figure comes out. There's his weapon. And there's his microscope. Very nice, very nice. Hasbro came up with something pretty cool. Nothing else in there, just his instructions and the usual Hasbro paper. All right, so we're gonna get him out and get him on the turntable for real this time. All right, so there's Magnificus on the turntable. He comes with one accessory, his blaster. I've never actually tried it to see if he takes blast effects, but I don't think he does. I think Studio Series 86 Perceptor was not taking the blast effects, but nonetheless, he is a straight repaint of Studio Series 86 Perceptor, with the exception of course, his head. And the head is the original toy head of the Microman figure from, you know, back in the day, before it was a Transformer. And that's kind of cool. But other than that, he is identical to the Perceptor figure in just about every way. Perhaps the difference of where his Decepticon symbol is as opposed to Perceptor is a little bit different, but it's the exact same toy with a different head. So Magnificus is a character that was created by the Takara Tomy Mall back in the early 2000s. And his backstory was he was a Decepticon who was like betrayed by his superiors, and he was put into like a gladiatorial kind of thing where he excelled at that, and he met a human named Gamede. And I forget, Gamede actually means something. I forget what it means, but he had a human partner, and then together they became a team. And they escaped from the gladiatorial pits or whatever, and vowed to get revenge on the Decepticons that betrayed them and made them fight in the gladiatorial arena. You know, very nice little backstory. He was, you know, highly rated in strength and intelligence and all of that kind of stuff. But, you know, when it comes to, hey, how can we remake this toy and make it something that people are gonna want, this was definitely an easy choice. It seems like a choice that was bound to happen. They didn't do it for the Titans Return version of Perceptor, but you know, this is a much more you know, accurate toy, and it makes sense that they would do it. So I was happy to get them, and we'll look at them with Perceptor, and we'll look at them in microscope mode as well. And with that, that's what we'll do next. We'll turn them into microscope mode. All right, so here's Magnificus in microscope mode. There you go. It's sufficient. One thing that they played up on the Magnificus figure from Takara Tomy Mall back in the day was that he could also turn into kind of like a sub-tank mode, which of course the original figure could do. And that tank mode actually had Gamede would sit on it and, you know, literally ride him as like a tank. And it came with the Gamede figure. Obviously, there's no Gamede figure with this, and I'm looking around to see if there's some kind of substitute figure I could use to play the role of Gamede, but there he is in telescope mode. Next, we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and put him in the tank mode, so we'll see what that looks like as well. So yeah, so there is storage for the gun. You can stick it right there, and it's like you know, he's got two guns now. It's kind of cool. So there you go, tank mode, Magnificus. Next, we'll compare him with Studio 86 Perceptor, the base form of the mold, and then we'll get to final thoughts. All right, so we got Perceptor and Magnificus together at last. Obviously, there's not much to tell. You know, just a visual comparison. They are exactly the same figure. They both look good. I got Perceptor way back in January of 2022. He was one of the, or maybe it was February. He was one of the first figures I got in 2022. I found him in Target, and then I got another one from Hasbro Pulse. I gave that one to my son. So it was before I started, shooting videos. It was like maybe weeks before I started shooting videos. The first two being Studio Series 86 Cliff Jumper and Cup. I got them slightly before that. But, off sale, another figure I'm obviously very happy with. Looks just like he does on the show. Here's the differences in heads, of course. Cartoon head, toy head. I don't think there's anything preventing you from popping the head off and putting it on Perceptor if you want to have a toy Perceptor. But yeah, and it looks like the head's actually the same. It's just the face that's actually different. So it's really the same exact head. It's just a different face. Pretty cool. I'm glad they did that tooling. They don't need to do an entire head. They just did the face. Pretty nice. Nicely done, Hasbro. So there you go, Perceptor and Magnificus. And now we will move to final thoughts. All right, final thoughts on Magnificus. The definition of an easy, cheap repaint with a different face. But that's Transformers in a nutshell. You can always make another character by just changing the colors and maybe a facial adjustment. And I personally am here for it. Magnificus, I always love to get new villains and things that weren't, the Decepticons always seem to have a lack. There's not equal numbers to the Autobots, so I like to have more Decepticons when I can. Magnificus is a great addition, and I'm happy to have him. Because he's, a repaint, I can't really give him a 10, but I'll definitely step up and say 9 for Magnificus. The original toy is great, and this figure just continues in that trend. So we'll say 9 for good old Magnificus. I'm feeling generous. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I respond to all comments. Hit notifications so you know that another video has been posted. This is going to do it for this video. Until then, stay safe, and I will see everybody on the next video. Peace.